Hi guys, it's Nikki. Welcome back to my channel. If you are a subscriber or have watched my videos before, you might notice that I am in a different room than normal. I'm actually in between leases right now, so I'm not moving into my place for the school year for 2 more weeks, so I'm actually just staying with some friends. And also, I don't know if you can even tell on camera, but I got my hair done. So it's a little blonder, that's fun. Today I decided to, if you've seen my last college advice video that was about school, and I said that I was going to be making one all about like lifestyle tips and things like that, but I actually decided it'd be more fun if I just made this into like a little series. So I'm just gonna be doing a college advice series, and today I'm going to be talking about making friends and how to make friends in college. But I do need to know what you guys want to see. So if you have anything about college that you want to know about, like what are parties like, or how do you keep up with time management, or how do you save money, or things like that, go ahead and comment down below so that I can continue to make these videos for you guys. So I'm gonna jump right into the video. Just a little background if you are new here. Well, first of all, welcome, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you end up liking this video. I'd love to have you stick around. But I am actually going into my senior year of college, so I've had 3 years of experience with making new friends and living in different places and meeting a lot of different people. So yeah, I'm just gonna give you what I think about that, and I'm gonna stop rambling now, so here we go. Okay, so my first tip is mostly for freshmen, but it kind of just depends on what living situation you're in. I was in a dorm room my freshman year with about 80 people in the residence hall, and my biggest tip would be to make friends with the people in your dorm. My roommate was random. We found each other through Facebook and kind of found things we had in common and ended up being really good friends, and I've met also some of my other best friends in my hall, and we still talk and we're still super close. One of them is Lindsay. If you've seen some of my vlog videos or my study abroad videos, we were actually in the same hall together freshman year, and we've stayed super close. And the way that we met each other is my roommate Tiff and I went around the hall, and we kind of like peeked in to see if people had their doors open, and we were like, hi, like, nice to meet you. This was like the first day we went around and introduced ourselves, and we went up to Lindsay's room and we were like, hey, your guys' room is really cute, like, can we come in? Like, we're in your hall too, blah blah blah. And we just got to talking and we made friends like that. So that is the best way, in my opinion, to make friends early on in college, especially if you don't know anyone. Because when I was coming into college, I only knew one person from my high school because I was going from Sacramento down to Irvine, so I didn't really know anyone, and it was kind of like a big fresh start for me, so I had to make friends from scratch. So bonding with people in my hall was a really great way. Another way is also talking to your RA or your CA or whoever's in charge of your housing. Generally they'll be trying really hard to make you guys all be friends. My RA is one of my best friends. I love her to death. She just moved across the country, which is really sad, but I love her so much, and we still talk too. We became really great friends, and she actually became my big sis in my sorority, so that was fun. But I think that meeting with your RA and maybe talking to them, saying, hey, I don't really know anyone, like, what are your suggestions? They could tell you a lot of things, and they're gonna be planning all kinds of like mixers and like little fun events for you guys to be doing. So definitely go to those, and also just talk to them and see what they have as far as tips for integrating within your specific college, because for everywhere it's different. So this is just kind of my experiences. So the next thing that I would suggest is to go out as much as possible to do social things. So this doesn't have to be partying. You can go out to any fairs on campus. You could go to clubs. You could go to, I don't know, like I said, the events that your RA is going to put on. You could go to like a movie night on campus. There's tons and tons of things to do in college, and you're probably going to get emails or Facebook posts or whatever. You could go out to sports games. Just go to absolutely everything you can, because that way you'll be able to meet people. And even if you know someone coming into college, you can kind of start out with them and then branch out as you go. You don't have to be best friends with the people that you meet day one. Even if they're in your dorm, or even if you know them from high school, you don't have to be best friends with someone who you don't want to be best friends with. You can still talk to them, whatever, but the best way to meet people is to go out and meet people, obviously. So just don't sit around in your dorm. And I know it can be kind of scary or intimidating if you are going to an event by yourself, but even if you find someone who's sitting alone at the dining hall, just be like, hey, do you want to come with me to this? Like, I'm going later. You'll make friends really easily. In college, obviously partying is a big deal, and at some schools I guess more than others, but if you do end up going out to parties, that's a really great way to meet people, because usually people are super friendly at parties when they're having a little bit of alcohol. But my main tip, this is kind of like a side note, is if you're meeting new friends or if you go out with a new group of friends, never ever ever do anything that you don't want to do. That's different than jumping out of your comfort zone and trying new things, because I would totally encourage that in college. I think it's super, super important to try new things just for personal growth. But if you feel uncomfortable with something and your new group of friends that you just met, they're all like super okay with it, but you're not, don't compromise your morals. Just say like, no, I'm okay, I don't want to drink tonight or whatever. And if they judge you for that, then that's an easy way to find out that that's not your true friends. So definitely just like side note, little Mama Nikki adding this in, just don't be pressured into anything that you're not comfortable with, and if anyone's pressuring you to do something, that's not your real friends. So my last tip is to stay completely open-minded when you're meeting new people. College is a huge melting pot. You're gonna be meeting people from out of state, out of the country, from different areas, different like socioeconomic status, different races, different everything. So you're gonna have no idea what it's like. For me, coming into college was kind of a big shock, because the area that I'm from is pretty much not very diverse. But the school that I go to has a ton of different people, different races, different people from every area. There's a lot of people from LA who go to my school, which is cool because I'm from, like I said, Sacramento, so I don't really know a lot of Southern California people. And there's also a ton of international students at my school. So I got to meet a bunch of people who were from like Taiwan or the Philippines or things like that. And it's really cool to just get to like kind of experience a new culture and different ways of thinking. There's also a ton of people here who have different political views or different religious views than I do. So it's been really interesting to kind of interact with those people and become friends with those people. But I remember as a freshman, it was kind of a shock to my system, and I did feel very close-minded with the way that certain people would act or things that they would do, and I would like judge their life choices, which is not really something you can do in college because everyone is so different. And so now, especially going into senior year, I've realized that like, as long as it's not hurting me in any way, like people can do absolutely whatever they want, and I think it's kind of a beautiful thing to be able to acknowledge that and really interact with people, and they can kind of completely change your views too. So it's been really, really fun in college to learn different ways of thinking. So definitely keep open-minded. Don't be like me as a freshman. Don't judge people for their choices. Really try and learn what drives people and why they do the things they do, and it's going to be so much more interesting when you do make new friends to just kind of experience the way that they see life. Okay, so those are all my top tips for making new friends and meeting people in college. I hope you guys enjoyed them. Like I said before, if you have any ideas for a college advice video that you want me to film, just go ahead and leave the comments below, and give me a thumbs up if you like this idea of doing a college advice series, just so I can know that you guys would be interested in seeing that. Alright, thank you guys again so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!